Hey, it's me, Jessica Lee. It's been a minute. Forever. It's been forever, but I'm here to do a video. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah. I've been saying once Ollie goes to school, I'm gonna get back to it. But honestly, he went back to school yesterday. And my back has been sore. I'm like, getting old sucks. It sucks. It's like all these little parts just start hurting. So I'm going, I got our vices, just try to make nices. That was one of mine. I'm gonna make sure my deck's straight. Got a little cold spot on my leg here. Maybe somebody's here to join us. Maybe, you never know. I've been known to have supernatural experiences. Oh, I'm Jessica, by the way. Jessica Lee, and I'm an intuitive empath, Reiki master, healer, and at the current moment in my life, I'm doing readings. I'm working at home full-time, available full-time, and before that, I was a Taco Bell manager, night shift, and before that, I was making boxes, cubes, as I like to call them. Got some cards. I'm just gonna shuffle and see what pops out, and then we'll go from there. But today is Wednesday. If you're into keeping track of time, it's January 7th. I do try to keep track of time. I'm a mom, so I definitely have to. But I honestly am awful at it. I'll blame my ADD, but I just have no sense of time hardly. So yeah, it's Wednesday. Okay, I guess we're going to just go from there. Movement disruption. Like I was saying, my back hurt. A change of energy. Death energy. So yeah, these all kind of came out together. They were a little separated. It wasn't like a straight stack. They were just kind of scattered but together. So we have movement, disruption, death, and energy. I did notice these kind of came out, like they all came out together, but these were a little closer to each other, and these were a little closer to each other. My apologies. I know I'm a vapor, but literally everybody here except for my youngest has been coughing. Ooh, it's all up in our chest. So movement disruption, death and energy. So as far as I relate, yeah, I had some disruption with being able to move comfortably. I've had some stuff I wanted to do, I was inspired to do, working on my website and whatnot, just like business related things. And it's good, when you get inspired to go with it, to go with that in that moment. But I haven't really been able to do that so much with my babies being on my phone. And then when I got Ollie the backup phone, and when he went back to school, I was like, well, Lord, now my back hurts. Like, I could hardly sit down. I had to, like, lay down all day, for a day and a half, really, with a heating pad. So, change of energy. When I saw these two, I honestly was thinking, go ahead and leave the cards there. Change your energy. Like, when you're, I'm hearing this now. Oh, when your movements are stopped, or your trajectory, as I like to call it, when they're stopped, that causes you to stop what you're doing. You have to stop. You have to reformulate. You sometimes have to literally change your energy. They're like emphasizing that one, right? And they're emphasizing it, and they're reminding me of a couple just before Christmas, right? I was freaking out, y'all. I mean, if you follow me, if you watch my posts, when you're paying attention, hell yeah, I was freaking out. I'm still basically in the same boat, but I don't know, I guess I'm not as tripped. But a couple weeks ago, I was very freaked out, and me being freaked out about my issue of lack of not enough money to pay the bills, and crunch time coming to get me. My own guides were like, yo, solar plexus, let's just readjust. Like, literally, they had to talk to me like I was a little baby with the stuff to bring me down from that, panic. And it was really constricting. And, like, they had to talk so loud and clear to me to get through because, I mean, y'all know how it is when you're doing the downward spiral. Ooh, it's hard to get a hold of yourself, And that was the case for me. So, anyways, so sometimes we have to change our energy. And sometimes these blocks in our disruptions in our movement, they're meant to inspire a new energy or give birth to a new plan, a new realization of I'm hearing of a weak spot. So if you're working on something and you're chugging along on your choo-choo train, but all of a sudden you stop, well, you got to figure out why. Why did things stop? And sometimes it may be that you didn't have a bolt on some part tight enough, whatever. And you figure, you find out these little things that you have to make sure are taken care of, and just so that when you start going again, these things don't become a problem. Or when you go to take off on another journey, make sure everything's tightened up before you go on your journey, so you don't have to worry about these surprise problems. Okay, so other spirits, like, let's go into the other cards. Reflection. It's my brisk. It's brisk, baby. That's brisk. Okay. My old cousin or little cousin William, he was really good at imitating that commercial. Reflection. Magic. Sweetness. Stop. Okay, Spirit's like, so yeah, we're going to reflect on that more. You got your magic. You got to have the sweetness where it stops. So we have to stay in this sweet, positive, sweet. When I'm hearing, like, when we think of sweet, think of something that's vulnerable, that's gentle, fragile. Something that's sweet. You don't think is going to do any wrong. So, okay. So we need to stop squashing that. Okay, and let's put a dinger on that. We've been seeing that meme, right? I know I have. I love it. How do they say it? It's basically like, for all the times you can think about what could go wrong, how about you start thinking about what could go right? That's the gist of it. I'm sorry, I cannot quote it right now, but that's the gist of it. Like, think of all the times you sit there and think about, oh, well, if I do this, this could happen, or someone's going to do that, and all these what ifs that could go wrong. But instead of doing that, well, why don't we change it so it could go right? Like, hey, if this does work out, what's the win? What's the win? What do we get out of it? What's the blessing? Okay. Yeah. Well, I just seen confidence in space, and I was like, And then after I picked it up, I heard you have another card, and I didn't see it because of mystery. Mystery was under space. So confidence, space, and mystery. And what I'm hearing here is like, okay, we need to work. They've been telling me this too, so this is actually reflecting on shit I've already been hearing this past week or two, honestly. But hey, it's good for me, it's good for you, right? Okay. So our little message over here, reflection, magic, sweetness, and stop. The little, we have to have, I'm hearing you get more flies with honey than the bitter, whatever that saying is. Okay. So if we find that our mental state, our energy, our aura is not of this sweet, magical, I'm hearing gumdrops and fairies, okay, we have to be childlike in nature. If we're not in that energy, we need to start recognizing it and stop and rewrite, our energy. And next, confidence and space and mystery. This is about having that confidence and holding that space when there's nothing happening, when you, okay, they're taking me back to movement. when you're making your movements and not seeing the changes you want, or when you're making your movements and you encounter a block and that creates a space, have more confidence and try to think of what if the universe is conspiring in your favor. And these are messages to help us fine-tune our own energy. And when I'm hearing fine-tune, they're showing me a tuning fork and pointing out how we're like instruments. Vibration, we make our own energies, our own waves, our own vibrations. And the more that we consciously focus on what... okay. And what energy, hearing what energy, what frequency, vibration, and what channel that what we're putting on our channel, what we're putting out there. Okay. Sorry, like it comes and it goes. So we have to be aware of that. When we're encountering disruptions to our movement, this is a time to pause. This is a time for space. And I'm hearing, even when things aren't working out, be confident, because this is the universe showing you, one result of your creation. This is one path, and nothing lasts forever, not even the paths that you have created. So when you get the sneak peek, the space, to see the little, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that would happen, that mystery. When that space is given to you to reveal these things and create space to give you the revelations you need, and the space to stop and reflect on what kind of energy you're putting out there that might cause those disruptions. So these are all things for us to keep in mind right now. I'm hearing, let's put it all back and let's just shuffle a little more. And okay, so like how much time? I'm logged in online too, so hopefully I get another call. Hopefully. I got like a 10-minute special for $25 on Bitwine. Or people that are new to Bitwine, new to me more specifically on Bitwine, can do 10 minutes for $10. Whoa, there it goes, one. I think it's one, it looks like one. Alright. La 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 la. So if you're a reader, if you read cards and whatever, what do you guys think when this happens? It's like, okay, they can't... They're not in sync. They're not in lines. I pulled them out. I'm like, I consider them stuck cards. What's stuck here? Love, caution, and death. Changes in love, changes in relationship. This is what we're stuck on. How do you deal with a changing partner or changing in the circumstances around your relationship or with those you love? Okay, I'm here. Let's surrender. I'm hearing again, nothing lasts forever. And that includes yourself. Spirit's like, that includes yourself. I'm looking at me, pointing at myself. Hey, includes me. Okay. So we have to surrender to this. Just and surrender to others when they need to change things. Or I'm hearing persona or personality, when they're like, their personality changes because they're trying something new. It could be out of happy, curious intention, or they could be trying something new as a means to protect themselves, even like a new armor, new armor. All right, we're going to this little stack here. We have some that came out facing up. And one downward, all just one little clump there. All right, space, disruption, space, disruption again, creativity, success, and as you probably already saw a little bit, cleanse was the one that was face down at the bottom. So So before this little stack, we saw surrender, and there's 6 stars: creativity, disruption, and space. So I feel like this is really a message of like, if things are changing, let it go. If it's you, they keep trying to point it back to you. This could be you. You're the one changing and needing space. You're creating a disruption or space for the sake of cleaning your palette. I'm hearing reset, like reset your own energy. And if you're dealing in the spirit side, if you're dealing with somebody else who's changing, again, surrender. Everyone has to be who they are. Everyone's trying to do what they feel is best for them. Yes, some people are a-holes, some people are thoughtless, but at the end of the day, everyone's just trying to do what's best for them. And the less that we expect others to sacrifice themselves and what they want to make us happy or to feel comfortable and vice versa, the better off everybody is at the end of the day. So, some space, surrender, let the space be, let this disruption to what you're used to happen. You don't really have a choice. You don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. This is going to happen. Things will smooth over. There's cleanse here, and there was one more card. Oh, can't tell the whole ending. But that cleanse card there, that tells me that whatever is going on with this loved one, this person that you're close to, it should be alright. Should be alright. Just let things be. Don't expect too much of others right now. Don't expect others to conform just to make you comfortable. Just because you're not used to it. Alright. Just a little bit more. How are you doing? Da, 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 da. Circus. I don't know how I said that. Faith and balance. That one came out for me earlier. When I tell you, spirit calls me out. It calls me out. I'm gonna put that one back. Yeah, so like I said, I had inspiration to get some stuff done, and I really couldn't. I mean, I could if I wanted to continue sitting on my sore ass. And, even spirit was like, no, you're supposed to rest. Like, this is part of what you need to... They're trying to remind me, like, yo, homie, I'm homie. You need to take care of yourself. If you're feeling tired and exhausted and sore, it's your body telling you rest. Go ahead and rest. Simple as that. And they were like, okay. So since I started not feeling well and achy, like, I did not get any calls. And of course, I start to go in that panic mode, like, oh God, if I don't make that money, if I can't feed the family, because it's all on me. It's all on me. So, I go into the panic mode a bit. But spirits reminding me, like, or not reminding me, they're pointing out, like, hey, look, you don't even feel good. Why are you tripping? Like, and they got to remind me, like, look at all, you started doing this in February, and you still got a roof over your head. Everyone's fine. You get what you need. Like a meme I just posted yesterday or today. God gives you what you need when you need it. Not much more. Not much more these days. But he gives it. And we're getting by, so I was able to, like, rest in the Lord a bit more on that. But anyway, yeah, I had these cards come out earlier for me because they were calling me out on, like, how I'm feeling a little better, but I still wasn't doing my shit. I was like, I kept telling myself, when my brother leaves, I'll do it. And when Tyler was asleep, I'll do it. Just still me, like, hesitating. And they called me out on it, and they basically were like, where is your faith? I don't like being called out, so I make funny voices. Alright, protection, disruption, rejection, comfort, anger, magic, anxiety, success. What the hell is all this? What the hell is all this? Okay, so we got on one side, protection, the little lock is safe, barrier, and on the other side we have faith and balance. So and then we had all those, this holy What a mess. It was like the manic depressive. Alright. We got 7 cards in the middle. And then 1 here. So we'll call it a triangle. The spirit's showing at me like, okay, like this is the base of the triangle. This is what you need. What you need. It's a surrounding everything or holding everything up. You gotta focus on these 3. Protection, faith, and balance. Okay. And that's to keep all this in line is what I'm hearing. Disruption, rejection, comfort, anger, magic, anxiety, and success. I feel like these are like, I just feel like manic depressive, like emotions all over. With anxiety for success. I was literally just talking about that one. Literally, wasn't I? Okay. Yeah, these are so many, and I just keep feeling like emotional overload. So in order to keep those in check, you have to, okay, I'm hearing, you have to be mindful of your boundaries, of what makes you comfortable, what you appreciate and don't appreciate, and not to leave yourself open to people or situations that are going to leave you in those places where you're not going to be feeling so right and balanced. And I'm like, I'm going to lose all these cards. I'm going to mix them all up. All right. Medic. Okay. I'm just probably going to shuffle one more time. And then I'm going to wrap it up because I'm already getting tired. I love my naps all day long. I should find something sturdier. I know I've like been bumping this table. I'm looking at the time. And into your soul. It's like 21 minutes. Okay. Protection again. Protection and faith. All right. All right. And just very simply, that's part of the. Okay. That's where the magic is. You know, you gotta have faith. And a strong faith, unmovable faith. Faith can move mountains with the faith of a mustard seed. I'm hearing stuff like that. And yes, I heard I should quit vaping too. Don't think I didn't. Alright. Don't think I didn't. Just a silly human like everyone else. Okay? We're not here to judge. Just here to see what cards jump out. And what comes in my mind, because it usually turns out to be helpful, honestly. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It usually ends up being helpful to some degree or another. Pardon me, though. Sadness, fear, anger, comfort. I think these are really heavy, and Spirit's giving me the feeling like I might be tapping into somebody that will be watching me, like, because I'm feeling the little wire of energy veer off from me and Spirit alone, and it's kind of going somewhere out there. So, sadness, fear, anger, comfort, that's somebody well, if it rings a bell, just give me a call. You know, I don't want to, like, tell all that one right now. I'm just going to put these up. I lay my ass down for a little bit. Oliver's gonna be home in about an hour. I hope I'll get another call on Bitwine or my site. My site, preferably. Check my webpage out. Yeah, there's links on my website or my page here. Wherever you're seeing me, I got links. I don't do phone readings though. I mumble. I mumble quite honestly. 9 times out of 10 I mumble when I do. That's one reason why I don't do too many videos, because I play them back and I'm like, can't even understand half of what I'm saying, and I'm the one saying it. So yeah, I'm a very fast typer though. I do 72 words per minute. I will do a video chat. I'm better at that, because when I have to look at somebody, then I'm more consciously remembering I have to talk clearer, so it helps me get the message out. But I highly recommend just chatting on Facebook. That's my preferred method. FB, IG, whatever, DM me. Yeah, I chat fast, type fast, and it's not all about going fast all the time, honestly. But check out my website anyway. Blah blah blah. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, and I hope you liked card pulls and it was helpful for you if you did watch. Leave a comment, like, let me know what you think and how your day's going. I would love to hear from y'all. All right, bye guys. Take care.